Welcome back, dear viewers, to English Horror Stories. I'm Sarah Alex, and today, we have a chilling treat for you. Before we dive into the abyss, hit subscribe and the notification bell, so you never miss our terrifying tales. Support the channel below. Now, brace yourselves for a nightmarish journey into English horror stories. In the quiet town of Ravenscroft, nestled between ancient woods and rolling hills, lived a young artist named Emily. With an imagination that knew no bounds, Emily spent her days capturing the beauty of the world on canvas. One day, however, her life took a sinister turn. It all began when Emily stumbled upon an old, dusty paint set in the attic of her family's Victorian home. Intrigued by the vibrant hues and the promise of untold stories within each brushstroke, Emily eagerly set to work on her latest masterpiece. Little did she know that the canvas she chose had a dark secret, a secret that would soon grip her life in an unrelenting nightmare. As the final stroke of paint touched the canvas, an eerie wind whispered through the room, extinguishing the flickering candle flames. Unfazed, Emily admired her creation, a hauntingly beautiful portrait of a woman with piercing, malevolent eyes. That night, Emily was awoken by a soft, rhythmic tapping echoing through the house. She followed the sound to her studio, where the possessed painting seemed to come to life. The woman's eyes followed Emily's every move, and a sinister smile played on her lips. Terrified, Emily tried to look away, but an unseen force compelled her to keep staring. Days turned into nights, and Emily's once vibrant spirit began to wither. The malevolent force within the painting manifested itself, slowly seeping into Emily's mind. She could feel its icy fingers caressing her thoughts, turning them into dark and twisted visions. Sleep became a distant memory as the tapping and whispers grew louder, tormenting her every waking moment. Desperate for salvation, Emily sought the help of an elderly neighbor, Mrs. Thompson, who was known for her knowledge of the supernatural. With a heavy heart, Mrs. Thompson examined the accursed painting, her face growing pale as she sensed the malevolence that clung to it. "It's a spirit, dear," she warned Emily. "A spirit that feeds on the fear and despair of the living. You've unwittingly unleashed a force that must be contained before it consumes you entirely." Determined to free herself from the clutches of the possessed painting, Emily and Mrs. Thompson devised a plan. Armed with ancient incantations and a courage born of desperation, they confronted the malevolent spirit within the canvas. The room quivered as the battle between good and evil raged on, shadows dancing wildly across the walls. In a blinding burst of light, the spirit was banished from the painting, leaving behind a sense of relief that hung in the air. The once haunting portrait now bore only the remnants of its dark past. As the first rays of dawn broke through the horizon, Emily felt a weight lifted from her shoulders. The nightmare was over, and she could finally reclaim her life. She vowed never to underestimate the power that art could hold and to approach her craft with a newfound respect for the mysteries that lurked within the strokes of a brush. The town of Ravenscroft returned to its peaceful slumber, unaware of the supernatural battle that had unfolded within its midst. Little did they know that the possessed painting, now hidden away in a dark corner of Emily's attic, held the memory of a chilling tale, an artist's unwitting creation that brought forth a malevolent spirit, forever etched in the brushstrokes of horror. That was spine-tingling. If you survived this horror journey, thumbs up and share your thoughts below. For more hair-raising stories, subscribe and hit the bell. More bone-chilling content coming soon.